certainly this wasn't small in regards to the hype around it, the building towards this, the entire week. So many people were focused on this recruiting news story that came out on Friday and the decision of one Jase Mathews. Yes, he does pick the Auburn Tigers, wide receiver out of Leakesville, Mississippi. A lot of people kind of will put him in the 4 to 5 star category, depending on who you're talking about. Once again, we always stress here, or at least I do, that we shouldn't obsess about those things so much. But what we do know is that one Marcus Davis, wide receiver coach for Auburn, former wide receiver himself, knows how to find the right guys and assemble them together, as we see the Freeze 4 continuing to build their story here. Another addition, and from Mississippi as well. There's a lot of cool angles with this Jase Mathews story is joining the Auburn Tigers.
Very, very many cool angles. I think it's really interesting that it's another kind of solid Mississippi guy that Auburn's able to snag out of the sister state. Certainly a lot of connections with Deuce Knight, certainly a lot of connections with Derek Nix, obviously Hugh Freeze as well. So very, very elite pickup for Auburn, the number 2 wide receiver in the entire country. So very cool to see that, even a crop of young guys like that Auburn has at the wide receiver room is not stirring them away from still attracting that top talent. And I think people were really excited to see that he is in the boat. So we'll see, how his senior year goes and when he gets to campus and all the things. But another really, really solid pickup for Auburn. And he made it a little fun, didn't he, Kyle? He gave the crowd a little fakeroo.
Yeah, it was fun to watch because certainly there was a lot of SEC schools that play here. You had Texas A&M, you had LSU, but really because he's a Mississippi guy, you'd think one of the state schools would have the strongest case. And it seemed like Ole Miss fans were pretty, at least hopeful that he was going to pick, and very excited when he did the fake out of picking up the hats, because he picks up the Auburn hat first, puts it down, then goes and puts on pretty much the Ole Miss hat, and then puts that back down, and then finally puts the Auburn hat on. So you heard the rise in temperature and
a little bit of a pop.
Little pop, and then an unpop, and then I guess kind of a pop again for the Auburn people that chose to be there, or at least his family. It was fun. It was fun to watch that clip when it actually came out. But regardless of what his story is going to be, that will be written in time. Certainly, there's a lot of people saying add him to the group that's already here and likely still all be here if everybody chooses to remain. The original Freeze 4 and the other additions that are here as well. Wide receiver room's doing just fine at Auburn University, and this is just the next wave of it.